It's the podcast with the worst introduction in the world. The TalkOver podcast.
because we're never in the same flipping room, bro. That's why. So it's like it's a bit awkward, isn't it? Like we need that. We're like building a rapport through the camera and the phone line.
I quite like the awkward intro.
Okay, we come roll with it.
And we're in. New episode.
Stylus and Dubl back for another TalkOver podcast.
In the building.
We're recording at a good time today, bro. It's a Monday afternoon. We've done well here. We've managed to squeeze it into a good spot.
I just downed a coffee. So like literally probably 5 minutes from now I'm going to be talking really quickly.
Good, because on the last episode this guy was slurring.
Oh mate, I was yawning. I'm not going to lie, I was yawning.
So guys, it's like 3 o'clock now. It's like 3 o'clock now. Yeah, just gone 3 o'clock, and like I've only been up for like an hour. So bear with me. Like,
we're talking about
I'm equipped with a Costa.
3 p.m. as well. This isn't 3 a.m. Stylus got up at 2 p.m. Lazy.
Sorry, mate. It was a late night, bro. See when I get up at like 2-3 o'clock, I'll be like, oh, you're lazy. And what time do you go to bed? About 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, innit? What time do you go to bed? Well, I went to bed at 1 p.m. And now I'm up at 3 p.m.
Do you get me? Flipping neck. Anyway, what's popping, Dubs? You good?
I'm all good, man. I was thinking about these days, and now we're moving forwards in 2019. What is the essential things, like the essential list that somebody has to have as a DJ? And I'm not talking about like a hobby DJ. I'm not talking about, and big up Cable for this phrase, I'm not talking about the influencer DJs. I'm talking about I'm talking about an actual like professional DJ. So in whatever capacity you want to call that, if you're a professional DJ, so like a career DJ that you're making a living, and you don't have a side hustle, or you don't have a quote unquote proper job, DJing is your career. What's the essentials, like the starter pack, as it were? So
I was going to say we're going to start the year and give you guys the DJ starter kit for 2019. The
starter kit, because I don't know, like I've seen DJs recently play that they don't even use headphones, bro. So it really got me thinking, like, are headphones a violation even essential? I think it is a violation.
That's a violation, bro.
Proper. So there you go. First on the list. Headphones, motherfuckers. Even before
I need to write these down. Yeah. Headphones.
Even before you've got your music, before you've got your music collection, before anything else, get some fucking headphones. And
we're starting off with the most basic of tools right now, yeah. So headphones is the first in the
headphones are essential. The headphones allow you to listen to what you're about to play instead of watching your Serato screen or your virtual DJ screen or whatever and seeing it. You can actually listen to the music, because remember, it's all about the music. It's not about the waveforms. It's about the music. So
if this is the starter kit and we're putting headphones in there, like, obviously we're not going to be as bait as putting decks in there, are we?
See, this is the thing,
There's some DJs. I know DJs that play out in clubs but don't have decks at home.
I know. I don't. Oh, I don't know, bro. It's 2019 now.
Is having decks at home an essential now? I don't know.
when we're saying decks, we must cover the whole spectrum. So I'm not just talking about then, like, you don't have to have Technics 1210s at your house. You don't have to have CDJs at your house. It doesn't have to just be a controller at your house. But one of them, I think, is essential. You have to have. So there you go. Let's round it off. A home setup. Let's not just call it decks. You have to have
everything included, so like speakers, decks, headphones.
A home setup. So, and we'll put that, the minimum spec for a home setup should be good enough that if you had a house party, you don't have to hire anything.
There you go.
So that's what we can class the home setup. So you've got some decent speakers that can make a little bit of noise, a mixer and decks, or controller setup with the.
Are we allowed to put the controllers count?
Yeah, controller counts as decks.
I'm joking. I'm gonna have controller geeks on me again.
Oh mate, don't. But yeah, we've now accepted the fact that the controller community is allowed into the DJ fraternity. Okay, they are now officially.
We're gonna let you guys in.
Allowed to be DJs. So a home setup,
we have the home setup. That's a necessity. Music collection.
Absolutely.
Music collection is needed. So in this day and age, does that mean a subscription to a record pool or a Spotify account?
I think it just means...
Or just an extensive home collection of like CDs and vinyl and stuff.
An extensive collection. But the key is it has to be stuff that you love. Like this comes back to a very early podcast that we did where I was talking about I never play songs that I don't like. If I don't like a song, it doesn't even stay in my computer. It's gone. Like I'll listen to it and it's dead. It's getting deleted. But I know you're the opposite. if you hear a song you don't like, but you know it's going to show the dance, you play it anyway, innit? But
to an extent.
I don't play songs I don't like. There's a podcast about it. Feel free to search that up. TalkOver
Dubl
podcast
is
channel.
A hater.
I'm not a hater.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I just think it's very important, and we mentioned this in the last podcast as well. It's very important for DJs to have their own style and for their own style to come through in their DJ sets. Yes, which is why, as a DJ, it's the most important thing, or one of the most important things, to have music that you love. Simple.
I hear that. So we got headphones, decks, music, a necessity in this day and age to be a DJ and survive in 2019. You must have your social media accounts. So you need to have your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook, and then have them all like integrated like together. So you basically got your online. I don't think it's a necessity. Actually, I think it is a necessity in this day and age actually to have a social media.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Especially,
it is, isn't it?
In Instagram, I would say at the moment is the leading one for DJs. But it's funny because I noticed recently, Instagram and Twitter, obviously two different apps, but DJs use them for two completely different things. Instagram, everyone on Instagram, or no, not everyone, majority of DJs on Instagram are posting up like all of their best pics and how amazing everything is. And then if you see them on Twitter, it's like the reverse side of the coin because they're just on there bitching about some shit. Like,
bro, that's bro. I can't even lie, man. That's me. I'll be on Instagram posting proper pictures and that, and then I'll be on Twitter bitching about football. And now, do you know what? Yeah, Twitter is more of a banter thing, and like people are saying like Twitter was dying and whatnot, and I totally disagree. Like Twitter is alive, mate. Like more like Twitter is popping. Obviously, Insta is like probably the most prominent one at the minute, but Instagram even, but Twitter's popping, bro. Like it's the one.
You know what it is? It's Instagram is like the photo album. I explained this. I can't remember if I said this on the podcast or if I said it in a conversation with someone. Twitter, Instagram, is like the photo album. So if someone's going to come to your house and like if you were going to sit them down with a book and say like, this is what I do for a living, that's what Instagram should be, where you just look through and just see like your life as a DJ basically in photos.
Yep.
Twitter is your thoughts. Do you know what I mean? Like that's where you think out. That's where you think out loud. I love Twitter, bro. I never fallen out of love
with Twitter. The best play. I catch jokes on that timeline about 5-6 times a day. Where I'm tweeting at something.
I let my sense of humour let rip on Twitter quite a lot. Do you think Facebook's still relevant for DJing?
Right. I don't know, man. I don't think so. Like unless you're putting heavy money into like your promo. Like your promoted posts, etc. I think it's hard to get any kind of organic reach on there now.
So this is the thing, what I've noticed from
unless
Facebook,
you got peas, bro. You need peas on Facebook now. Peas.
That's the thing. Like what I've noticed about Facebook though, Facebook seems to be like the older fan base on Facebook. The younger fan base, as a club DJ, we need to be aiming at the age 16 to 24 age range.
Yes, that's so you want to be on Instagram.
And the reason
Instagram
I say
is where that market is.
Well, the reason I say we aim at 16 is because in 2 years' time, those people will be 18. They will be coming to the clubs. So if you start and look a little bit lower than 18, your potentially building a fan base for the next 2 years, because in 2 years' time, when they're old enough, they'll be like, oh, sick, I've been following this DJ, now I get to see him in the club.
That's
Does
true.
That makes sense?
That's true. Yeah, that's dope.
So 16 to 24 is the age range, and I just don't see that age range very active on Facebook, if I'm honest.
Now, bro, Facebook was like the first one to like really come through, innit? It was like the main social media for like the older generation.
Yeah.
And I think that's how it stayed. Like when you go on there, it's still like the older generation, like the people that I grew up around, old family friends and whatnot. Whereas like the new school gen are on Twitter, more so on Instagram. So yeah, for me, I don't know about Facebook, man. Like I go on there, but it's more family, my core friends that I grew up with coming through as a DJ, the people that I grew up with in school and whatnot. So yeah, man, I don't know. But as a DJ, like you say, for the starter kit, you need all your socials on Smash. So get your Instagram set up, your Twitter, your Instagram, or whichever you want to roll with.
Twitter and Instagram, definitely. I would say if you don't have a Facebook that's popping already, don't bother.
Yeah, don't bother. I've got one that's got 9,000 likes on it, mate, and I don't even use it. It's just dormant.
See,
like, there's nothing on it.
I've got about 7,000 on mine, but what I do is I post through Instagram. So all the videos that I post on my Instagram also go on my Facebook page. They syndicate there. So it's just keeping that audience that's already there entertained. But I would say if you don't have a Facebook set up, don't worry about it really.
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm trying to build it, and you can't reach, bro. You can't hit the people.
Well, you know what I find?
To reach them 9,000 people, bro. You're not going to touch them when you post out on your page.
But bro, when I post stuff, but when I post stuff from my personal page, it reaches more people than when I post from the DJ Dubl page.
Yep.
You know how mad that is?
Does, man.
So if you've got a personal profile, maybe use that to post your DJ stuff. How about Snapchat? You still using Snapchat?
Nah, gone. Deleted, bro.
Me neither.
Snapchat's for like high school kids, man.
Yeah.
I can't get my head. When Instagram introduced stories, and I could approach the Snapchat wave, but in a more professional manner. Like Instagram was it was a no-brainer.
That's the exact time that I left Snapchat as well, man. When Insta was doing Insta
I was
stories.
thinking, I went back there for a little bit because I knew there was a following on there. But then after trying to run both for a couple of weeks, I was like, nah, I'd post it on Instagram, download the picture, post it onto your Snapchat story, record a Snapchat, download the video, post it on. Dead. Proper. Anyway, this has turned into starter kit / social media training 001.
Social media expo fucking.
Right, so we've got headphones, decks, music, social media.
What about a bio? What do you think about a bio? A good bio. See, you know what? One pet hate of mine, and I hope you've done this as well. I hope you've done it just so I can burn you a little bit for it. I hate when DJs write their bios as if someone else is writing about them. I hate it, bruv. I fucking hate it.
Mine's like that.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's dead, bruv. Your bio's dead
because you want it written as if like I don't know, like some magazine, like a magazine approach. You get me? Like someone's written it. Like someone else has written this.
Do you know how many DJ bios I've seen that are written that way? But everybody knows that they're written by the person that it's about. So why not just put me?
No, but they're not. They're not always. My last bio was written by a writer. I got a writer to do mine because like one of my weak points is probably writing. Yeah. So I know what I want to say and what I want to put down, but I just don't articulate it in the best of ways. So I got someone else to write my bio, my last one. I did my new one because I've got a few more brain cells now, I think.
Man's out here, Stylus is out here fucking hiring authors to write his bios.
Get me. Get me.
All right, so that's an exception to the rule. I can't shoot you down for that, but
it's all right, mate. I would say that. But I think you need a bio if you've been in it and you've got something to showcase. If you're just starting out, then I guess it's hard to have a bio in it when you've not got. If you're starting out as a DJ now, then it's not what you're going to have on your bio.
It is tricky, but you know what? If you are starting out as a DJ, write your bio, write why you started DJing.
Yep.
No, basically write the bio like this, yeah? Write it as if it's you talking about yourself. Don't write it as if it's fucking GQ.
All right.
So,
Dick.
Unless you're going to hire an author. Write it.
It's a dick.
Write an introduction about who you are, but a very brief one, like literally a sentence. Like, my name's DJ Dubl. I'm from Brighton. I play hip hop.
Express your passion for music, innit?
Exactly. Just say stuff like maybe who's influenced you, but keep all of this stuff super short, because no one wants to read the fucking Bible of your life. They just want to see. Yeah. They just want to quickly glance at it, bruv. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm with
and
you.
Then literally, as you're starting out, just build your bio and have it like, so let's just say one day, okay, you might warm up for somebody. You might warm up for DJ Stylus. Just put it in your bio. 2019, I warmed up for DJ Stylus in Manchester. Boom, 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 stuff like that. But as I'm saying it, as I'm speaking out loud, I'm just thinking, is it actually necessary? Because where would you post the bio? There's too much to have in your Instagram bio. These days, you just have DJ, YouTuber, influencer, etc., etc. Just one little lines. So actually, as I'm saying it out loud, I'm just thinking, you know what most people do these days? A video bio, where they just show clips of them. Boom, 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 boom. Get like a That's a better idea.
The visual interpretation of it, yeah. But that's what a lot of people have started doing now. Like the visual interpretation, it engages
that's the new
people.
Bio.
The press pack stuff, like the bio, I use that to send to promoters.
So there you go. That's
to send to the people. To send to the people behind the scenes, the important people.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to get a gig, or if I've been booked and they request like pictures or whatever, I have my press pack in with that. So like I have like a digital press kit, which basically has like my bio in there, like a zip of my logos, and then a zip of like press pics. So it's just like an all-in-one like package.
So there you go. It's an EPK, I think it's known widely in the industry. Electronic press kit.
Exactly.
So there you go. So instead of the bio, then let's cover the EPK. So like you said, so that's where you put your bio, just a very short little paragraph about yourself, and build on it as you do more stuff. Just add to your bio, add to it.
The way I laid mine out was the photos. Yeah, you gotta have the photos in there, man. People want to see like
essential
what you look like, innit? Like that's essential, man. Like if you're out there looking like a tramp, then it might affect you from getting like bookings.
I do most of the time, but
present yourself in a good way. You get me?
Bruv. 2019, I'm stepping up the sauce, man. I'm looking good this year. But yeah, the last few years I've looked a bit ropey. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, do you know?
The honesty. The way I've done mine, bro. The way I've done my kit. So I have the bio, which is like a small page. It's like 1 or 2 paragraphs. And then on the second page, I have like a highlights. So it's like 6 or 7 bullet points with like the big things that I've done. Like the event brands, the after parties, etc. The radio stuff, and then on the final page I have a clients list of people that I've worked with, where it's like logos of all the brands from like Sony, Ministry, Selvages, Timberland, whatever, like all basically any brand that I've worked with throughout my whole career. So then people just open that and it's literally everything on a 3-page PDF, but like it's not too much info. I mean, it's just nice and concise, man, and enough to look at and be like, yo, man's about it. Do you know what I mean? Just by looking at this little electronic press kit. So there you go. That's a bit of advice. Bit of advice for anyone trying to set up a press kit.
One thing I'd say about photographs as well, if you're getting your photographs done, get at least 1 or 2 where you have a completely plain background. Nothing in the background. Just like a white or blue or green background, completely plain, because what you'll find as you get more and more bookings, you can send that press shot out.
Bless you. Sorry, bro. Flipping it.
Stylus is having a seizure on the other end of the phone.
Jesus, I'm still alive.
So yeah, as you send that photo out, promoters can literally crop your outline and put you onto any background, basically. So it works with whatever fly design. So having one with a plain background is essential. I would say is that everything for the press kit?
Yeah, I think so.
No, logo. You mentioned a logo. So yeah, once you've picked your DJ name, pick a logo as well. Get someone to design it, or if you're handy with the designs, design a logo. But one thing a lot of people forget is being a DJ is being a brand. It's running a business. Like you as a DJ, imagine like Coca-Cola or Nike or even like Uber or fucking Nando's or all these different brands that you know. As soon as you see their logo you know exactly what it's about.
Exactly that.
That's what you need to be a DJ. You need to have a logo that stands out, that as soon as people see it, they relate it to you. So that's same with, like, you'll see DJ Stylus has his logo. I've got my own logo. The TalkOver channel, we have a logo for that, and it's uniformed across everything that we do.
Yep.
That's an essential thing. So if you can't design your own logos, there's billions of designers. Stylus is actually pretty sick with it as well. So hit his email up.
Shout Stylus Creative. I'm out here, cuz.
So yeah, what else?
You can use sites like for people that don't really want to spend the big money. Like you've got like Fiverr.com and stuff like that, where you can sign up.
Fiverr, I forgot about that.
And get people to do, like, there's literally anything and anyone is on there. So anything like creative, need logos doing, you can go on there and get people to do stuff for peanuts, basically. Obviously there's different levels of designers on there. You can pay for stuff which is a bit more expensive and get a better quality, but it's just a great site for stuff like that. And even for design, if you're pretty handy with it, like, you can use a site called Canva.com, which is like it's like an online designing tool, which allows you to do like basic stuff like mix artworks or like logos, and it gives you like templates and stuff. But you can actually
I wouldn't say Canva's very good for logo design though. Can you design on Canva?
Oh yeah, it is, bro. Yeah, bro. You can do anything on there, man. You can do anything on Canva. Trust me, man. There's Canva. I swear by Canva. You know, like literally.
Yeah, I use it for all of my YouTube artwork.
Okay,
but I didn't know you could design logos on there. That's sick.
Yeah, there's like logo templates and you can drag stuff around, and like they've actually updated the site recently. So for people that don't want to spend the big dollar and just want to learn how to get some bits out themselves, that's how I started before I started doing this creative shit full time. It was all for Canva. So yeah, man, if you want to keep it in house and build your own press kits, your own logos, branding, whatever, Canva.com. Man swears by that. Give us a sponsor. Safe.
What else is essential? I think something that's essential for DJs, right, is having a platform. So an online platform, which means when you're not in the clubs, you can keep your brand going out to all the people, and there's something somewhere that they can find you on. Now, I think a lot of DJs make the mistake, and I've made this mistake in the past, of trying to do everything, every platform, the best possible. So for example, there was one point where I was podcasting on iTunes. I had a SoundCloud account. I had a Mixcloud account. I had a YouTube account. Bro, I ain't joking. I was on radio.
It's real.
I was doing mix CDs. I was fucking trying to do everything. Do you know what I mean? It's just spinning too many plates. And the problem is, it fills up the timeline too much. I can't market it enough and can't get enough traction because I finish one mix, post it out, and then by the time that's posted out, I'm working on a video now to keep YouTube. So I think choosing a platform is something DJs should do at the start. So let's just say, okay, they want to do mixes. Open a Mixcloud account, get your branding on there, get your logo on there, and build that up. Focus on that in the early stages, at least. Anyway, just push and push and push your Mixcloud or SoundCloud or whatever platform you want it to be. Push it out.
No, I agree, man. Go on.
And once you get to a point where you're like, okay, that looks after itself now, then you can start moving on to another platform and pushing it that way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you beat me to it. I was just about to say the same thing. Like, I think that's going off my own experience. I picked Mixcloud, put 2 years into that straight. Like, right, let's get this shit popping. And then boom, moved over to YouTube, started trying to build that up, kind of thing. But obviously it was SoundCloud first, and then I got deleted when I hit like 1 million plays, and just literally just deleted me off the face of the earth. So basically I had to just start again. I was like, no, I'm not going back to SoundCloud. I went to Mixcloud. So yeah, I completely agree with that, man. If you just pick one, maneuver it to a place where it's nice, then try and open up like the gateways to other avenues in it. Like, I completely agree, man. If you take on too much at the same time, you just end up mad scatty. Like,
well, that's the thing, and
we've all done it.
It's something even up until recently, bro, I've been guilty of as well, because I have my Mixcloud account, so I've been posting stuff on Mixcloud. Like I say, I was on radio, YouTube, like everything. But now I'm just like, right, 2019 is the YouTube focus. That's for me.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah. Same.
Do you know what I mean? So
bro. Same.
My own channel and this channel, that's the priority, pushing YouTube stuff. So I think a lot of people make the mistake of seeing everyone. they'll see the DJs that are doing the best on YouTube, and they'll see the DJs that are doing the best on Mixcloud, and they're completely different DJs, but they'll think, oh, I need to compete here and compete here. And then they'll see, oh, such and such is like, his podcast trending on iTunes. I need to compete here. Oh, this
I don't even think it's a competing thing, you know, as well, bruv. Like,
no, not compete, but what
I mean,
is, go on.
Go on. I was just gonna say in regards to the DJs, like, don't do it to like compete. Like, do what you love in it. So if like YouTube is what you feel you love in it, if you do that and you do it well, and you love it and enjoy it, you're gonna make some noise. Like, don't drag into the rat race of, oh, my man's making noise there, I'm gonna go over there and make some noise. Like, do what you feel you actually enjoy and love doing in it.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
I've tried to do stuff to get involved in the rat race. I'm like, oh, man's making noise, I'm gonna go over there and do this and whatever. And then within 6 months you come unstuck because you never really loved it in the first place. Yeah, do you know what I mean? To like pick the platform that you feel is gonna be like work best for you. If visuals and online YouTube shit is your thing, run with it. If mixes is your thing, run with it. Don't do them all and then 6 months down you're like, oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't have really started doing that. Like, not really on it, and then fall off the edge of the earth kind of thing. So yeah, that's one thing I would say in it.
When I
like,
said
love,
compete,
if you've got the love for it, mate, you'll pull it off.
Yeah, definitely. And that's how you keep the enjoyment as well. That's how it stops being a job.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if you love doing this stuff and you're doing it for the reasons that you want to, like, it's not hard work if you love doing it. Like, it's
exactly.
fun.
What's the saying? You never work a day in your life if you enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah, if you love what you do, you won't work a day in your life. I'm not going to lie. I love DJing, but I've definitely worked a few times. There's been some of them sets.
Trust me, bro. We all have.
Worked a few times. But
people are like, oh, you have the best job. Like, it must be amazing. Like, trust me, man. We all have our down days. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Mad.
What else is essential in the starter kit?
I was just gonna say we could split this into 2 parts because we're nearly on half an hour already. You know.
I think let's get a couple more in and then round it off.
I might have to flick. This. Well, in fact, let me do it now. Let me just flick this camera. Let me flip the camera over. Jesus.
You need to get one of these DSLRs that films longer than 29 minutes, mate.
To be fair, this one might actually film longer, but I'm not going to risk running it and then afterwards when we finish recording I've missed half the video. Yeah, so. Test it. When we're done, just put it on. Just press record and just test it. I will do.
As soon as I've got this, that's what I do.
Continuing the list, we've got headphones, decks, music, social media, bio, press pack, logo. Make sure your branding is on point, and choosing a platform away from the clubs to keep your shit ticking over nicely. Choosing a format, and by that I mean, like, my format is I use 2 1210s and I have Serato and a laptop. But okay, so you mean like software and stuff? How you approach your sets? Some guys use just a USB. They turn up with headphones and a USB to the club, and they plug into the CDJs at the club. So they use record box. Some guys have virtual DJ. They just literally turn in and plug in and just use their laptop to DJ from. So I think choosing... Or you can be like Dubl and carry 7 1210s to the club. A mixer. I only bring 2. No, 2 1210s. That's all I bring. This Dubl, right? I've got to big you up, man. Dubl is the only guy I know in at all in this world that carries his 1210s to every single gig. To be fair, it's not every single one now. My Friday night residency, the DJ booth where the decks go, the actual worktop is too small for the decks now. They won't fit on there, so I don't take them on Friday nights. The guy carries his decks to the rave and he'll phone me before he gets to the club. I'm like, yeah, I'm just cutting my 1210s into the rave, out of breath and that. Like, yeah. But I love it, man. I love doing it. I love scratching and beat juggling and fucking about. Dedication, my G. That's dedication, my G. I prefer using turntables to CDJs. But with that said, because I'm having to use CDJs on Fridays and Saturdays now, I'm actually getting a lot better with scratching. So maybe 2019 might be the year of the conversion, but I doubt it. But yeah, so that's another thing, is choosing a format. Like, what do you feel comfortable with DJing on? It might be a controller. If it is, you're doomed. No, I'm joking. But it might be. Do you know the other thing I would say? Go on. Organisation. get your shit together, man. Like this might sound really basic, but like even just getting a diary or some kind of whiteboard and planning out like some kind of goals in it. Like if your goal is to get a residency, you know what I mean, write that down. If your goal is to get some kind of guest mix or post a mix out every week, I mean, write that stuff down. Like write your goals, write down your targets, keep a diary. Like I know people that have been in the game 10 years and mess up dates. Do you know what I mean? So
definitely.
Get that routine locked in from early. Yeah, I mean, get your shit organised. Like I like to think I'm quite punctual and on it when it comes to that stuff. I like to take pride in my professionalism when it comes to shit like that. So just get organised in it. Like don't be scatty. Like if you're gonna be serious about it, if you want people to take you serious, then act serious in it. So that sounds like that's a really basic one, but I think that one should be in there, man. I'm here writing stuff down now. Look at this, guys, out here. So yeah, organisation, punctuality, be on point.
That's the key.
That's not even real. That's the key. That's the key. I'm trying to think what else. Like for basics, that's pretty.
I think that's it. You know, like
that's pretty much in there. You know, I think we got it. Like there's not much more.
Without going too deep and getting too complex, I think that scratches the surface nicely if you want to start up as a DJ, like what you want to be. Do you know what the maddest thing is? That we had a conversation. During this conversation, we spoke longer about social media than we did actually about music, which is mad.
But that just shows where we're at now, like to really touch on people properly. Like the digital world is a massive part of what's going on.
Huge.
You've got to move with the times. What is it? Evolve or be extinct, my Don.
Yeah, evolve or be extinct. That's it.
Get me.
I think that's a good list. That's it.
So there's the DJ starter pack for 2019, courtesy of DJStylusUK. Now I just need to make my little artwork now with the little starter kit pictures in it of like a little headphone and a controller.
Yes.
And, a little data stick or something in there.
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing this.
But yeah, man, subscribe to the channel, guys. Innit? Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Apparently, when you subscribe now, you got to click the little bell thing as well to get the notifications. See, I didn't even know that.
Notifications on.
I didn't even know that. So make sure you click the bell.
But we are dropping every single week in 2019.